associate with such a massive project. Hopefully, I think this is Sri Lanka's biggest ever luxury apartment projects. So he's so happy to Monalisa being one of the world's biggest and the renowned brand in the world, and so happy he has to associate with Marina Square. So it's when they are selecting, we had a very close discussions and so many steps before we finalize with selecting our tiles for this project. This brand is so dominant in Sri Lanka as well as around the globe. The main question is because they are setting standards and they are setting benchmark in the world in the ceramic industry. One of the top 10 brands in the world. One of they are especially they are because of their technologies. Their technologies, when you come, why people are selecting now for an instant a project like this Marina Square of this scale. Why they are selecting is because you are catering to a market. You are segmenting. It's a specialized segment. These are niche segments you are addressing the market. You are not traditionally at the niche segment, then upper middle and the bottom. So we are basically in the top niche segment as well as the upper middle. There are other. This upper middle and the middle segment, they always look for not just any product, or let's say something they are selecting apartments. They are not just talking about another apartment for a living, right? So it's a lifestyle, for them. You understand? These niche segments are not just for the, it's like a traditional apartment or a residence or like that. These are specialized for these products are specialized for art of living, and it's a way of life. They want to enjoy. It's a completely different. So in that segment, they always look for niche products. So why we niche products means when you are going for these niche, on basis they select these products is the question. Therefore, these niche segment, they always look for the quality, safety, then the aesthetic finishes, then eco-friendly. So they are paying so much of premium. So that the reason they always look for these niche products. That is the reason even any other brand, whether it's cars or always there is a niche segments. Same way in the ceramic industry, they are just separate. The niche segments are there. So but the thousands are manufacturers, but the thousands of manufacturers, they always have a niche segments. How you select this niche segment, how the material you are selecting is the question, right? Then this is the reason there are international norms for you selecting the products, right? So basically main standards are around the globe in the ceramic industry, ES European norms or the ISO standards. These are the two key standards all over the world for any product lines. So you have Maruti, Lada, you have BM, Volkswagen and Ferraris. But they all comply with the standards, but the niche segment, they are always far superior than the traditional. The same way in the industry, ceramic industry, they produce, Monalisa produce one of the top class materials which is catering for those niche segments. So it's a lifestyle, they are catering to this people who are in this people who are living, looking for this lifestyle. That niche segment, they are not just asking for the apartment, they are asking for something too. It's the art of living, lifestyle for them, So for them to introduce that, how that we are, basically that's the reason why Marina Square selected this style. So our Monalisa, they always go by the testing everything, go by selecting the sample source ISO standards. So it's very, very stringent. They are using the stringent manufacturing process. So you will find that if you testing these materials, now all these products what we are using for the Marina Square are all being tested by world-renowned third-party independent inspection and testing agencies to make sure these are fully compliant with those international norms. And you can see the test results, these are far superior to the EN and ISO standards. Especially these Monalisa is very renowned for the new technology. And these are all AI. Their productions are based on AI technology. But their best material are the large format tiles. They are producing now world largest, biggest one. Maybe that is the biggest tile in the world, 18 feet long. So this is the technology. There were no specialized standards for the big format tiles. The Research and Development Center in Monalisa, which is an accredited labs. These are internationally accredited labs they have. And government has selected, they are the main key player in this industry now. So they have formulated, if you look at this, they have formulated new standards for the large format tile for the first time in the world. Till then there were no. So you can see the difference between, we are not talking about the standard, the ordinary tile manufacturing. These are world class and world renowned, high tech, AI technology are using and well accepted by the international norms, and they are setting benchmark to the ceramic industry. Safety. These are niche markets. You are looking, you are basically, let's say, Marina Square is catering for the not a traditional segment, is not the traditional segment. They are in the upper middle or the niche segments. So this niche segment, these clients always look for something special, which is they are very concerned about the safety, they are thinking about environmental issues. So if you look at this product, their materials, like raw material selections are very, very stringent. The selecting way, they have very selective in their raw material manufacturers. Everything the same thing, they are fully high quality control, so the finishes are, you don't have to worry. So aesthetically, it's you are going to have a very excellent product. Then you have to have now the other thing that you are looking at is a safety also. Apart from that eco-friendly, pollution, apart from the concern of the pollution, apartment pollution, you have other issues. Like for an instance, if you look at it for a bathroom, you have elderly people, you have children, then you have to have, again, in these standards, there are specialized parameter unit address, and it has to be tested and it has to be compliant with international norms, slip resistance, especially. And what is the material, what is type of wire you are using, what type of surface you are using inside the bathroom, then in the balcony, what type of the tile you are using for the balcony. You can imagine you are, for example, going and slipping and falling, you have safety. Then you talk about your living dining areas, what kind of finishes you need. Then you come back to your pantry areas or the kitchen area, then you need to have the different type of tiles, and again the testing process, the finishes on the surfaces has to be different. So these are all purely tested and according to the international law. So you are very safe. You don't have to worry. You know exactly what you are using, and the customer, the statement, the concern they have about these issues. That is the reason they always pay a premium for a premium brand, right? So these issues are now with the Marina Square, the engineering staff, the architect staff, we selected the right material with the right surface with the right solution. Yeah, environmental pollution is very high on the ceramic one. The Monalisa has been selected as one of the best high-tech. If you go to their factory, you can see all dust-free operations. If you look at their designs, these designs are copied from the natural stones. These are alternative to the natural stones all over. You can find some world very famous natural stones, which are very expensive, which nowadays people cannot afford it, right? So one thing, and because of sustainability, they are just because of the losing these resources, a lot of countries now banning, the mining of these stones. Okay, so the solution is how you can replace these natural stones. So Monalisa has answered that they are using the latest AI or technologies to copy these natural stones.
The copy, scanning. Like now, what happens is like now all the natural resources are like it's getting
Depleted.
So now, so all now the modern trend is copying is substituting, right? So you need like when you're copying, like if you like for example, if you're making it simple, like you have the scanners and the printers. So it depends on how the pixelation and how you print, how the quality. So these Monalisa, they use the premium the machineries from Italy, like the production lines, everything what they're using is the world renowned brands like Sacmi. Those are the top production manufacturers. And talking about the look and feel, like by selecting for this project, right? So they have selected tiles which are like from the other projects what they have used. Like for example, the sizes. So we are going to use the largest ever tile in Sri Lanka market is going to be installed, which is if I'm talking feet, like 6 feet by 12 feet. They are going to use it in the common
You are going
area.
to see the Sri Lanka, the biggest tile in Sri Lanka in this project.
So that would be this would be the first project they will be using such a large tile.
Ever been used in Sri Lanka.
And also when it comes to the indoor areas, like the interior apartment interiors, wherever they can use the larger formats, so they have used it. And to make it like less number of joints, so you feel like the stone is continuing. And for example, like the textures, now when you go to the balconies, you will see the wood tiles, wood look-alike tile. So the textures, you will feel the texture like it's like a wood tile. So it has a special texture, not just printed on a tile.
As I told you, Marina Square, I think they have got maybe many proposals from various manufacturers. So finally, why they selected Monalisa is because of that particular reason. Yeah, I think they had a very lengthy, very selection process, technical, physical, everything as aesthetic, and they have the answers. It's important to educate the client on these technical issues, because I don't think that any other property developers are making such addressing this kind of issue in detail, which is so concerned for this niche, this markets, this client is. I never this first time that I had this.